software failure and errors are going to happen, right? I mean, I think the fallacy that everybody always lives on is like, oh, well, we won't ship software with bugs. It's like, yes, you will. Face it, it's going to happen, right? So these things happen. Then I think you get into some of the conversations around, okay, so now how do I recover fastest? How do I do sort of canary testing and A/B type things so that, maybe I only roll out, a couple of features in a certain node, right? So I know the CloudBees guys are doing a lot of work with feature flags for, how do I turn this on and then turn it off quickly if something goes sideways, so that I don't, upgrade everything in the world. In a lot of respects, the microservices and the promises of some of these distributed systems enable us to do that a lot easier than the monolithic apps that we've dealt with in the past, where it's sort of an all or nothing. But I think the important thing is that, like Andres said, do it at the whiteboard first, guys, right? It's microservices are not going to solve this for you, right? You've got to think about, what is my failover strategy? What's my rollback strategy? How do I think that this is going to get deployed on my nightlies, and how do I want to push out some of these updates on a regular basis? And I think part of what we struggle with as an industry still is there's a lot of, you get to a point where you're ready to deploy and there's a lot of sort of, okay, well, cross your fingers and hope it runs. And that's the model we need to get away from, because that's the model that inevitably causes that downtime. It's you didn't know what's going to happen when it inevitably fails, right? And so I think that's part of what we do at OverOps with some of the continuous reliability that the CloudBees guys do with their continuous deployment strategies. Is we're all about making sure if bad things happen, you can recover quickly, and that it's not an all or nothing proposition, that I can turn features on or off, I can enable or disable, and how do I find and resolve as fast as possible and identify things that are likely to cause problems before those problems occur. I think if we can get better at identifying problems before they happen, recovering from them before a customer noticed, and failing over gracefully when the inevitable happens, I think right there, that's what the industry expects of us as software leaders.